Listen, all right, Alfred Teleferro, Mr. Teleferro TV. I'm so sick of the disrespect that the Memphis Grizzlies have gotten over the last 7, 8 years. All right? So maybe I've been able to see this from the inside perspective, right? Living in Memphis for a while, my whole life up until college. I've been able to see that from the inside perspective. I picked the San Antonio Spurs to win this in 7 games. I still stand by that prediction. But I've seen so many so-called experts picking this to be over in 4, at the most 5 games. And the Grizzlies tied this bad boy up at 2. And boy, was it a hell of a game in Memphis at the Grindhouse at the FedEx Forum as Kawhi Leonard went for, 15, 16 straight points, a career playoff high. I mean, he was absolutely phenomenal. But that game was won by Mike Conley and Marc Gasol. Marc Gasol obviously had the buzzer beater in overtime. Mike Conley had a really good first 4 quarters, and Marc Gasol pretty much put this thing away in overtime. Boy, does it baffle me how so-called experts get it wrong on the Grizzlies every year. For those who don't understand this, every year the Grizzlies have had something that has altered them in the playoffs. One year it was Zach Randolph getting suspended for Game 7 against the Thunder, I believe. Another year, Mike Conley, he missed the first game or so in the series against the Warriors with the eye injury. Tony Allen is out right now. And I get it, injuries are a part of the sport. But if you want to give a team like the Warriors credit or the Cavs credit for not winning series because they haven't been at 100%. Or the Clippers, there you go. If you want to give the Clippers the benefit of the doubt because they have not been 100% in the playoffs, then you have to give Memphis, even though they're not as popular team as the Clippers, the same benefit of the doubt. Do your job, experts. The Grizzlies haven't been 100% in the playoffs in quite some time. They're outside of Tony Allen, they're pretty much as close as they'll get to 100%. And, of course, Chandler Parsons, who I don't want to get into that bomb because he's stolen money from the Grizzlies. Absolutely stolen money from Dallas. Absolutely has stolen 2 max contracts in his career and has absolutely nothing from a winning standpoint to show for it. All right? So I can't even get into the fact that they lost Chandler Parsons because he really wasn't there long enough to lose him. But speaking to this series, I love Greg Popovich, but some teams just give some teams fits. The Grizzlies over the last 5 to 6 years have given the Spurs fits. All right? They're a rugged style, regardless of the shooting, regardless of the players on the court. The Grizzlies are going to play their brand of basketball, and they're going to slow it down. And Mike Conley has been somebody that Charles Barkley has been said for the last, since he's been in the league, he's the most underrated point guard in the league. I won't say that. But, I mean, the guy he busts his ass every night. He busts his ass. Him and Marc Gasol, the whole team, they bust their ass to compete. Because let's be honest, the Grizzlies have lacked shooting for years now. They have lacked shooting for years now. They have been missing that perimeter threat. And don't give me this, it's Vince Carter. That's a 40-year-old respected veteran. He ain't the shooting that they need. They need a Jamal Crawford, J.R. Smith type guy that can space the court and wants to shoot the basketball. I'm not saying those guys are available this offseason, but they've needed a guy like that who wants to shoot. And those are 2 guys that come to mind. They've needed that guy for years. But don't disrespect the Grizzlies. They've always competed. They've always given it their all. And don't tell me this has something to do with Fizdale coming out and saying, don't rook us, take that for data. They ain't got nothing to do with that. This team was bound to win those 2 games in Memphis, period, because they fight. Now, I still have them losing this series in 7 games out of respect for Kawhi Leonard and what they got going. I just think at the end of the day, the Grizzlies don't have anybody that can guard Kawhi, and I think series are won by the best players. But to say that this team was going down in 4 to 5 games was absolutely disrespectful to what the Grizzlies have built. And what they've built is a tough, rugged team that does not take no for an answer, and they fight with the best of them. And that's been the thing that this team has this is their signature in the last 6 to 7 years. They fight. They don't have a lot of offense, but they can battle you and bang with you on the inside. Ask the Clippers. Ask the Tim Duncan-led Spurs. They have battled with these teams to the best of their abilities, and that is what you have to respect about the Grizzlies. Alfred Teleferro, Mr. Teleferro TV. For more content like this, check out my site. It's MrT.com. I'm out. If you're looking to book me for an interview video or by phone, if you're looking to have your music or your skill featured on my daily podcast, if you're looking to book me for a speaking engagement to help motivate some kids, if you're looking to have me rock some of your clothing to help promote your brand, make sure you hit me up at booking@mrtelefarrell.com. Again, that's booking@mrtelefarrell.com.